Well, the first thing, in order to be more confident, I always say the first thing is to acknowledge where you're at, is to do the best job of determining your current point in time, both what your assets and your liabilities are, meaning how much cash you have and your value of your homes and your autos versus loans and other things you have. You have to know where you're starting. Plus, you need to know your spending patterns. What am I spending for such and such things, and how much income do I have coming in? That is the beginning point. But from there, it's only about how will those change going forward in the future. And I think that's the biggest problem with confidence right now. There's not enough ways for people to really understand what the future of their income, their spending, and their income is, and the future of their assets. And thus they have a harder time to understand, am I going to have enough or am I going to run short? And so I think that's the first thing, is to understand where you're at. And the second thing is to get a picture of where you're going. And the third thing then, I believe you have to be able to understand the impacts of your decisions how they impact those two things. So if I'm driving an SUV versus a Prius, what is the impact on that in my life? Or if I go back to school and get trained to be a plumber, what will that have the impact on my life? Having a good idea of what those are will allow people to have more knowledge about themselves in the current period and in their future, and I think then they will start to have more confidence about where they're going. A Chinese proverb, 1,000-mile journey starts with a single step. You are on a journey, whether you realize it or not. Start taking the step that's actually going to get you to where you want to go. So I'm going to encourage people to take that first step. It's a hard step. It's like jumping off a cliff when you really are going to take the step to become confident about your financial future. But once you take that first step, the journey is really pretty amazing.